The movie I saw last Saturday was mid. The moment I missed at Burger King afterward, that could have been the story worth telling. Well, I'm still going to tell it anyway. But before I tell you more about how I froze up again, or how I had a near life experience, if you will, be sure to give this video a like. Comment what you think about it along the way. Subscribe for cultural commentary and rants from a man caught between generations. And last but certainly not least, feel free to join me at the Zillennial Nexus Point Discord. Link will be in the description below. But anyway, last Saturday, just gonna keep it simple. I had my usual Dunkin breakfast, took the train into South Station, then all I really did before the movie this time was a short walk around the Boston Common because I didn't have as much time to go out to the Prudential Center like I did the previous Saturday because my movie was an entire hour and a half earlier. So I went to see A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey, which thankfully this time around had a small, respectful crowd, even if they weren't as enthused about it as the crowd at the Long Walk. At least there was no buzzkill Lightyear. The sound system, even in the non-IMAX theater, was great. Honestly, it reminded me how the theater and AMC, I'm just gonna say it, they do make movies better. Unfortunately, the movie itself was mid. I gave it a 6 out of 10, but that's not AMC's fault. Anyway, the main event was lunch at Burger King after the fact. See, I brought some coupons because I knew going in that they went to Burger King in the movie, and so I decided to go to Burger King afterward because there was one right down the street. I'm weird that way. But anyway, I used my coupon. I was waiting for my food. While I was eating my food, this woman sat nearby, and I decided to ask her about the shirt she was wearing, which turned out to be her work uniform. Because, I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to say too much about it because I don't want to give too many details that reveal where she works. I'm assuming she was on her lunch break, most likely. But we had a nice, easy, casual chat that felt natural, talking about the place that she works at and telling her about my movie, and it turned out she had also seen The Long Walk. This was all while I was finishing my chicken nuggets, fries, and cotton candy icy. However, I finished all that just as she got her order, and in my head, I was debating whether to ask for her number, like with Mississippi back in Christmas Day 2020. The reason I froze up was because she was on her work break, most likely. She didn't say that explicitly, but I kind of pieced it together. Was there a little fear of rejection? Maybe, I'll admit. It's not my proudest moment, but also, I wanted to let her eat in peace. I told her, have a nice day, threw out my trash, and I left Burger King to go home. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I noted it in the review of A Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey because I didn't really have much to say. But I will say, IRL, I felt like I just lived through the setup of a rom-com that didn't quite take off. You know, like I noted in the review. Maybe the movie being mid kind of dampened the spark. Like, if it had been a great movie and had actually inspired me, who knows? Maybe I would have gone for it. Yeah, I can just imagine how magical it would have been if I had asked for her number. She said yes, and then I had someone I could meet up with in the city on weekends. Probably more on Sundays because that's what I'm doing the free range activity where Saturday is the Saturday movie, obviously. But after that, I can do whatever I feel like after I get the review up, obviously, which I did while writing it in the big terminal for South Station because I didn't want to stick around the city as long this weekend, or at least on that day. I just wanted to go in, see my movie, go out for lunch, and then go home. Anyway, while I was proofreading the review on the train home, I actually noticed two attractive women who were sitting on the seats in front of and behind me, which I kind of wish I'd tried talking to them as well. Like, I actually considered asking one of them to proofread my review, but I was like, nah, the train doesn't seem right. Plus, the one in front of me had some kind of drink and was working on something. I think she had a book too, so I decided to just leave it at that. And also, when I got home, I noticed just how quiet the suburbs are compared to the city when I got off the train and started walking home. Like, seriously, basically anywhere you go in downtown Boston. Okay, I am in the downtown area, so that would explain why it's so noisy. But seriously, the suburbs are just so quiet in comparison. Either way, I'm just glad I was home way earlier this time around because I got home before the sun even began to set. Because honestly, what else was there really to do beyond the movie and lunch? Yeah, I could have spent more time walking around the Boston Common, but I planned to go out on the next day, which I'm going to talk about in another video. So I'm going to wrap it up here for the video. You let me know in the comments what you think about all this. Should I have asked for her number right there in the Burger King? Or was I right to let her enjoy her lunch in peace after she got her order? Make sure to also give this video a like, subscribe for cultural commentary and rants from a man caught between generations. And last but certainly not least, feel free to join me at the Zillennial Nexus Point Discord. Link will be in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.